Demolition waste management. What does it mean? It means demolition waste occur due to natural disaster like landsliding or slum clearance. To tackle demolition waste, we are having 4R techniques. What are they? Reduce, reuse, recycle, and recover. Reduce means you have to avoid uneco-friendly materials. Reuse means you can again use same material for building purpose. Recycle means you have to hand over plastics to plastic companies and cardboard to that related companies, aluminium, asbestos to related companies. Old materials will be recycled and then we produce new building material, that means recycle, and then recover. What does it mean recover? You have to recover glass doors, wooden doors, windows, ventilators as it is. You can use it as a door window ventilator. Columns, pillars, slabs, you have to recover those items. Again you use it as a supports or fillings or covering materials wherever there is no load comes. Likewise, you have to use those materials as supporting materials or covering materials or filling materials. This table contains some of the materials such as concrete products, fines, fines means fine aggregate, that is sand, timber, clay products, natural aggregates, ferrous metals, plasterboard, paper and cardboard, plastics, non-ferrous metals, other materials. Other materials means like glass, woods, like that. These are all the materials present in the demolition waste. If you have demolition waste as a 100% means maximum concrete products having 22.9%, fines 21.6%, timber 20%, clay products 8.8%, natural aggregates 5.6%, ferrous metals 5.1%, plasterboard 3.7%, paper and cardboard 3.2%, plastic 2.9%, non-ferrous metals 0.6%, other materials 5.6%. It is the one totally 100%. It is one of the case study data. Summation of reduced percentage of waste, reuse category of waste, and recycle category of waste and recover category of waste. Those four are called as 4R techniques. You can use those four methods to utilize your waste as a building material. Now we see about two important concepts. What are they? First one is about embodied energy. Another one is about carbon footprint. These two are related to that waste management terms. Embodied energy. It is the energy consumed by all of the process associated with the production of a building, from the mining and processing of natural resources to manufacturing, transport and product delivery. Now we see about second term, that is carbon footprint. According to WHO means World Health Organization. Yeah, carbon footprint is a measure of the impact your activities have on the amount of carbon dioxide produced through the burning of fossil fuels and is expressed as a weight of CO2 emissions produced in tons, that is carbon footprint. This graph containing some of the materials with its embodied energy ranges. Now we see about steel waste. Electric arc furnaces produce reinforcing bar, mesh and sections from 100% steel scrap. Conventional blast furnaces can incorporate up to 30% steel scrap. Recycling steel reduces embodied energy by 72%. Aluminium waste. Aluminium is 100% recyclable. Recycling aluminium reduces embodied energy by 95%. Gypsum plasterboard waste. Plasterboard disposed of in landfill produces poisonous hydrogen sulfide which has a foul odor. You have to avoid that type of landfilling. You have to hand over wasted gypsum board to relevant companies. Timber waste. Timber can be reprocessed into horticulture mud. A particle board manufacturer in India is developing a recycling facility that requires little or no pre-treatment of the waste. Concrete waste. Unset concrete can be washed out at the plant to remove cement. Sand and stone can be reused. Set concrete can be crushed and recycled as aggregate for new concrete or road base and fill. Rapidly developing markets for this product mean the material is now in demand and disposal costs are significantly reduced. Glass. Most glass can be recycled. Construction glass must be separated from other glass such as drink bottles. Glass may be cut and reused or recycled as aggregate for concrete. Some pattern glass incorporates all types of recycled building glass. Recycling glass reduces embodied energy by 20%. This is a graph about glass recycling process. In green color lines tell about glass bottle recovery, and then orange color bars tell about other glass materials, that is other than building materials range, and then blue color indicates only a glass bottle recycling percentages. Carpet. In good condition, carpet can be sewn and reused. It can also be recycled into secondary carpets. Some manufacturers offer a recycling or tagged service on their products. Some carpet can be recycled as a wet barrier or a covering and food for worm farms. Bricks and tiles or materials can be reused where appropriate or crushed on site for backfill, aggregate and gravel with portable crushing plants. Plastics. Many plastics can be granulated and reused to make new plastic products and include HDPE, LDPE and polystyrene containers. High density polyethylene HDPE means rubbish bins, buckets and traffic cones. Low density polyethylene LDPE means shrink wrap and bubble wrap. Polystyrene containers such as insulations, PVC pipe fittings and vinyl floorings are under third category. This is schematic representation of experimental work. That means plastics turn into fuel. Some research works are going in this field. Everyone should aware about embodied energy, carbon footprint, and then to attain zero waste environment.